Good evening and welcome to the Woodward-Granger Spring Concert. What you just heard is our fanfare from our trumpet choir, who earned a Division I at Solo Ensemble back in April 5th. So let's give our trumpet choir a round of applause. And for getting us started tonight, our next ensemble is also a group that earned a Division I rating at Solo Ensemble. We'll be performing De Sax by Paul Barker, and it is our sax ensemble accompanied by Talia Wright. I'd like to, just take a quick moment. I'd like to thank Cody up in the light booth tonight. He is running our stream. I saw a lot of you out with cameras and videos. That's still awesome. I love it. But you can always go back and look at the Woodward-Granger Community School District page, and you can find our entire concert. You can find the choir concert from last night. You can find events. You'll find graduation there in a couple weeks. So a big round of applause to Cody and our tech team here for all that they do to get this out to the public. The group in front of you played a piece that I wrote for them entitled Foothills. And at Solo Ensemble Contest on April 5th, they were the best of center group in Center 5. So congratulations to our Woodwind Quintet. Thank you very much. Coming to the stage is one of our favorite accompanists at Woodward-Granger High School, Mr. Truckenmiller. Mr. Truckenmiller spent probably 16 hours helping us get ready for Solo Ensemble Contest back on April 5th, and then spent the whole day working with our kids and helping our kids earn all the medals that we did, and we'll get through those here in a little bit. Our next thing will be Avery Finisted's alto sax solo, who also earned a Division I rating at contest. Solo ensemble was a very good day for us. There were two instrumental centers. So in center 4, the best of center is our next soloist. So we took both instrumental centers at contest that day, and our next performer is Abby Van Gundy playing her flute solo, which also received a perfect score at IHSMA ballot and best of center in center 4. So let's welcome to the stage Abby Van Gundy. Hey, band, you're not leaving yet. I will, yeah. All right, we are going to rapid fire through a lot of this. All right, so as we've kind of seen today, our solos and our ensembles did a super job. I'm going to go through what every kid, so I have a page full of stuff of what every kid got and who participated. We've heard a few of them tonight, but I'd like to, and then some of them will include the choir ones that also went. So we're going to start off with Caleb Smith, who earned an excellent rating and on his alto saxophone solo. Madeline Johnson, come on up. She earned an excellent rating on her vocal solo. Melanie Johnson earned an excellent rating on her piccolo solo. Adeline Nygaard earned an excellent rating. Come on, kids, where are you at? Miss Anderson has medals for you. Hey, band. I'll just keep going. Adeline Nygaard earned an excellent rating on her tenor sax solo. J. Ella Christopher earned an excellent rating on her snare solo. Sam Buckman earned an excellent rating on his alto sax solo. I see J. Ella, did you come get your medal? Yes, I did. Avery Finishead got an excellent rating on her soprano sax solo. Zachary Ingleton got a good rating on his trombone solo. Wiley and Kaylin got an excellent rating on their vocal duet. Abby Van Gundy and Melanie Davis got an excellent rating on their flute duet. Kelsey Moats got an excellent rating on her trumpet solo. Braxton Swank got a good rating on her flute solo. Michael Kundle got an excellent rating on his piano solo. The sax quintet, accompanied by Talia, got a superior rating on their ensemble, which we've heard already. Come get these medals. Wiley received a superior rating on his tuba solo. The trumpet choir received a superior rating on their trumpet choir, and we heard them tonight. Macy Weeks received an excellent rating on her vocal solo. Abby, Melanie, and Braxton did a superior rating on their flute trio. I didn't read your name. Nope, I said Abby. Hello. Avery Finistad got a superior rating on her alto solo. Talia got a superior rating on her piano solo. Braxton got an excellent rating on her alto flute solo. Adeline Nygaard got an excellent rating on her vocal solo. Callan Vance got an excellent rating on his tenor solo. Michael Kundal got a superior rating on his timpani solo. Arabelle Hansen got a superior rating on her bari sax solo. Greta Jansen got a superior rating on her horn solo. Abby got a superior rating on her piccolo solo. Valen got an excellent rating on her trumpet solo. Logan, Tobias, and Callan got a superior rating on their mixed trio. Arabelle, Dakota, and Macy got an excellent rating on their vocal trio. Catherine Musburger got a superior rating on her trombone solo. Abby got a superior on her flute solo. Catherine got an excellent rating on her saxophone solo. Oh, and that was the end of one. We will let Miss Anderson catch up. So let's give a round of applause to all of these. We had 29 events with 35 students out of our band that participated in solo ensemble. Solo ensemble is probably my favorite part of the day, favorite part of the year, because it's so much individual work and we get to really work on individual skills that are slightly different than what we hear in concert band. So part of the solo ensemble is if you earned 3 superior ratings or more, you get a plaque. So I would like to bring up our 3 individuals today. Melanie Davis. Avery Finistad. These 2 individuals earned 3 superior ratings out of all of their solos and ensembles today. And Abby Van Gundy earned 4 superior ratings, so she is our top earner this year. I'm going to bring my woodwind quintet back up. Let's get a picture. We have a lovely little certificate for our Best of Center for Center 5 for our woodwind quintet, which has become a trio. There's 4 and 5. Let's go over here. Yeah. So a round of applause for our Best of Center woodwind quintets. And Abby Van Gundy, let's come up and get your certificate for the Best of Center and Center 4 for her flute solo. These will be next. At the end of band yesterday, I asked all of my kids to take a quick survey, and this survey is who they felt as a band was outstanding musicians and leaders that they as students see within their own ranks. And our outstanding freshman, as chosen by the 24-25 Woodward-Granger band, is Valen Waller. Our outstanding sophomore, chosen by their peers, is Kelsey Moats. Our outstanding junior this year, we have a very outstanding junior class, is Caleb Smith. All right, and then I personally will have the Director's Choice Award. So I have a couple things I just like a standout in each class. This is always really hard for me to do because I have such awesome kids. You have such awesome children that I get to work with. But our outstanding freshman has really stepped up and has done a lot this year, especially for a freshman. Jazz band, musical pit, solo ensemble, and I give him a lot of hassle and razz a lot, so our standout freshman is Michael Kundle. My standout sophomore is a young gentleman who's very quiet, but is a heck of a player and a heck of a person, and I just love having him around, and that is Sam Buckman. And my outstanding standout junior this year is another person who has really stepped up to do a lot of things. We saw her do a lot of things in solo ensemble today, and that I'm gonna give it with Melanie Davis, because I also feel like you do a lot, Melanie, and I really appreciate it too. Trying to hold myself together. All right, we're going to get into some senior things. I know. No. Oops, nope. All right, so we have a national award. It's called the John Philip Sousa Award. It is for student leadership, and I've picked an individual that will go into the national registry. Super awesome guy, was our drum major this year, and I couldn't be more proud of everything that he has done. I would like to recognize Cale Gillespie as our 24-25. And our second award goes to, it's the Louis Armstrong Jazz Award, and it is a super awesome award. And I'd like to recognize this young lady for everything that she has done, soloing, being in the ensembles, being in multiple jazz bands over the course of the time, and just being a super awesome person. I'd like to thank Avery Fittestead. And we have another very special award. It is the Woodward-Granger Fine Arts Performing Arts Award. And this one goes to a young individual who slays on stage, slays in the jazz. I'm going to keep saying it. I could probably even add like dance team and cheer team. She is just an all-around performer and musician. I've had her brother. So thank you, Catherine Musman. So on behalf of the band, the choir, the drama club, and the speech team, we would like to thank you for everything that you have done in the last 4 years to be an awesome performer here at Woodward-Granger. All right, seniors. I need my seniors to the stage. Okay. Do I need to wait? I'll start with the easy stuff. So I have up here your collection of pins and awards from the years. Inside each of the bag, you will find your fine arts letter. You will find your band pin. If you participated in choir, your choir pin. If you participated in speech, drama, stage managing, you will find all of your awards in here. So, Emma, Catherine, Avery, Sophie, Kale, and Hannah. And as is tradition, I have your senior parting gift that I started 13 years ago. When I started here at Woodward-Granger High School. And I believe 13 years ago, does that put you kindergarten? Okay. So I made a joke earlier that I was giving off Green Day vibes with my Converse tonight, and like most of them just stared at me like I was silly. So I'm hoping there's a lot of my parents out there that get the Green Day vibe. So anyways, so 13 years ago when you were a kindergartner, has brought you here today, and we have been music making at Woodward-Granger ever since. And the tradition of the senior pillow that I have lovingly learned how to sew, and each year they get better. So this year I tried multi-fabrics. So each one of these individuals up here, we're a small senior class, but it is a mighty senior class, and they have done so many things to make band, music, probably everything in the performing arts just so awesome here at Woodward-Granger. So I cannot thank you enough for everything that you have done. For me as a teacher, I learn from you probably just as much as you learn from me. Probably some days more than others. But I would like to just take a quick moment and thank Sophie for your contribution. I'm going to give you your pillow first. And Hannah. And Emma. And Catherine. Avery. And Kale. Thank you so much to everybody, your senior class.
How did you know? Okay. We have curated a present for you. No, we were assembling flowers in the parking lot. That is what we were. That's why we were late to call time. But yeah. We want to thank you for everything you've done in, out, around the building. Thank you, Mr. Willard.
Oh, so that last song was called Impact. It was by my favorite composer, Randall Standridge. A couple years ago, we played Choose Joy by Randall Standridge. And I talked about then just how much playing music in my life all day long and getting to work with kids brings joy. And then, so the message I got, as fun and impactful as this thing is just how much of an impact these guys have on my day. Sometimes I get home and I'm cranky. Sometimes I come to school and I'm cranky. But a lot of times their laughter, their fun, their kindness, their warmth really just kind of makes an impact on me. And so I hope I've made an impact on them. And so that's the sappy message that's kind of behind that message. And the fact that I just really love that song. It's in a complex meter, which means that third beat's got an extra eighth note, which sometimes is hard to count. But they rocked it. So awesome there. We are going to go into our two pieces that we played at Large Group Contest this last weekend. A composer that I don't normally go with, Rossano Gallant. Wonderful composer. This is such a fun little piece. It really tells the story about, I feel like it's the story about a wolf pack going in. I've kind of alluded to cute little bunnies running around in the tundra and all that kind of stuff to how to kind of get the mood across. But everyone can kind of come up with their own story, and that's kind of what the cool part about music is. And this kind of has a very cinematic feel, so I can kind of feel that movie vibe that little bit. And we did a really great job with this the other day at contest. And then you're going to hear their favorite, the piece of the year, Moscow 1941, which I'll talk more about that when it's time. 1941, Moscow. Brian Bamalgis's piece. It's a programmatic piece of telling a story of the Axis and the Allied forces in World War II and the invasion of Moscow. They do a really good job of telling the story, and I think you're going to be able to feel and hear all of the kind of fear that's happening as your city's getting invaded, the anxiety, the anxiousness. They do a really good job, and then it's just a powerful piece, and they love it. You'll be able to tell that. This is Moscow 1941 by Brian Bamalgis. Thank you so much for being here tonight on this very, very warm auditorium. Couple business things for today. Different ones. So I have an itinerary for the Kansas City trip and I will spend probably, I could go 10, 20 minutes, I don't care. If you have any questions, I'll go through that with everybody. And then after that, I will do any information for really the freshmen and sophomores that will potentially be going on the Disney trip in 2027. I have a skeleton thing about that trip. So I have some handouts, and we'll try to make it quick because it is very warm in here, but I will start off with some Kansas City details. Guys, if you'd like to put your stuff away, I am going to awkwardly go say hello to my mom and dad. Don't get blushy, Mom. They'll find who you are. And then we'll start our meeting. So thank you very much, everybody here. I really appreciate everything you've done. Mr. Finken, thank you. Miss Bell, thank you. Miss Anderson, super big thank you for everything that you do. I can't get by through my day without you. And then Miss Bieber, thank you for everything that you do. I have awesome colleagues. Thank you, guys, everybody.